Let's find out what's the latest in commodities. We have Manisha with us in the studios now. Manisha, morning once again. So what's looking interesting to you?
Well, gold, and you're talking about jewelry right now. I want to talk about the gold prices, which overnight have gained up by $50 an ounce. So it has been a huge run-up that we've seen in gold. Yesterday, same time, we were trading around $23.20 an ounce. We're trading at $23.70 at this point in time. Well, it has to do with the decline in bond yields on weak US private payrolls data that has led to buying come back in case of gold prices there. So it has been almost 1.5% of gains that we've seen in the gold prices for the Indian markets as well as trade opens today. Well, apart from that, the CME Fed Watch tool suggests that there is now a 67% chance of a Fed rate cut in the month of September. Well, this is something that the markets have been betting on for a very long time, that the third quarter of this year is when you will perhaps see the first rate cut come in from the US Fed. Well, this comes in on the back of the rate cut that we already have seen come in from Bank of Canada by 25 basis points to 4.75%. But this is the first time that you've seen a rate cut come in for 4 years. This is much on expected lines, so the industry was anticipating it. There's an anticipation that another rate cut from Bank of Canada could actually come in the month of July as well. But apart from Bank of Canada, it is the European Central Bank meeting that the markets are watching out for today. A 25 basis point rate cut is something that the street has already factored in coming in from ECB as well. And then when you look at the third quarter, it's not just the US Fed, but there are expectations that Bank of England and Bank of China could also be lowering rates by at that time. Well, the global central bank have been buying gold quite strongly. The month of March wasn't so great, but for the month of April, 33 tons net has been purchased by the global central banks. Well, within this, it's about Singapore, Kazakhstan, Russia, even India, which have bought gold in the global markets there. Well, the markets also are looking at reforms coming in from the Indian sector. Remember, we are the second largest buyers of gold. So the new government, what is their approach towards gold and whether or not there are any reforms coming in is something that the global markets are also looking out for. Well, that's about gold, but take a look at silver, and we saw strong gains onto this one as well. A percentage and more of gains in the overnight market. We did see prices decline below 30, but we are trading back above 30 at this point in time. Clearly off the 11-year highs of $32 that we saw in the last week of May there. Well, here as well, the street is watching out for the deficit in the global markets, strong industrial demand, and the fact that the US has imposed 50% tariff on Chinese solar cells, where silver clearly is a major ingredient there. So that's a story that the street will watch out for. If you look at the prices then on what the gold and silver have done on a week-on-week and a month-on-month basis, well, gold has turned positive for the week, silver hasn't. But when you look at a month-on-month prices here, silver continues to outperform. And on an year-on-year basis as well, silver continues to outperform. So good going when it comes to silver versus gold there.
All right, Manisha, thanks very much for that.